And there's no way to deny the impact, okay? I think on the upper left you'll see, Iraqi revolutions created over Twitter. The NBA just released guidelines for their players and their coaches, whatever. There are players who are tweeting. There are celebrities twittering. There's people giving out information all over the place. And the Pope has his own YouTube channel. So these things are really starting to make a major difference. And I think you'll see, and there's another case study, but hospitals are giving real-time information out to Twitter networks of how a surgery is going to a family who may be sitting in a waiting room, who has an extended network of friends. There are some hospitals who are saying, this is where we are in the surgery and everything's going well and as planned, and there's been dozens, maybe even hundreds of people following a surgery through a Twitter network. Okay, so this is expanding. There's lots of ways to use it. Statistically, is this the going through social networks, or are people who follow social networks spending the most? No. But interesting facts, 80% belong to 1 to 3 social networks. People largely younger, but you'll see the statistics of seniors growing at a very fast rate. I know my parents finally said to me, "What is this Facebook thing?" It is really great for them. They technically don't have the skills, but they could find friends from 50 years ago. And you're starting to see this evolve and change. Okay, the top 3 industries: music and entertainment, technology and electronics, retail and apparel. But right behind that is media and business. Okay. If someone wanted to know some of the statistics here of Facebook, just to give you a sense of the age ranges, the demographics that it really appeals to, we've included that on the left. But what we really wanted to do is kind of show on the right, 861,000 people in Missouri are Facebook users, 62,000 in St. Louis. Okay, so you can reach subsets of people. You can market to these people. You can find them by special interest group in Facebook, and you can parse the data. It's not just sending it out to the universe. You can get very specific on all of these social media. Now, I think this is interesting. On the left-hand side, it kind of shows you some examples of people who haven't done a great job or could do a better job, and how the world has changed. Target, on the left-hand side, has a fan page, and they have 79,000 views. It started in 2006. One kid 5 months ago did a in the aisle dance and music. He was dancing and singing in the aisles of Target and kind of promoting Target. He had 1.2 million views. Okay, so what's the difference? The difference is kind of how the guy on the right approached it. It was really fun, it was engaging, it was something that someone would send to their friend and saying, "You got to check this out." Target just put up general Target stuff. They seemed very corporate. They didn't really understand the audience. So if you're going to do this type of work, have to understand the audience. Allstate, very few people go to the YouTube channel of Allstate. But when Smart Car did a crash test, over 2 million people saw it. So if you're going to have if you're an insurance company, you're going to have a social media presence, you got to crash some cars and do some things that kind of make a point in a very visual way. McDonald's doesn't even have a site, yet when one person did a rap song about McDonald's, it wasn't negative. It was kind of a fun rap song about McDonald's. Over 10 million people checked into it. So if you do it right, there's a really strong way to spread the word. Just for example, this I think begins to address how to do this a little bit more. Nestle Chocolate on Facebook created a fan page. They thought it covered a lot of what they were all about. 79,000 people are fans on the upper left-hand side of Nestle, yet one person, well, it's really a company, Max Chocolate, it's actually one of my sister's clients, created a generic page called Chocolate, and they have 1.7 million fans, okay? Don't try to be too specific. Don't try to sell only your brand. Sell something of general interest to an audience, and more people will be interested. iPhone, there's millions and millions and millions of users of iPhones, okay? But they only have 655 fans of iPhones, but the person who created the fan page about texting has 2.3 million fans, okay? Febreze, again, who really cares about becoming a fan of Febreze? I don't know about you. It's, I like the product a lot, but, the person who did the page, I like the smell of rain, has 1.1 million fans, okay? So you've got to be much more creative in kind of reaching your audience through social media.